Barrio etudes, and they're really quite wonderful. And maybe one of these days she'll put together a book and you can take a look at all of these etudes. But he was, do you know what country he was from?
I know he's a Belgian composer.
Yeah, Franco-Belgian, yeah. And he wrote lots of concertos, and he went around and played them also. And this is probably one of his more famous pieces, and called Scene de Ballet. So what does that mean to you?
It's a ballet scene.
Which means that...
It's like lively, like just like in the part Tempo de Bolero. Bolero is a Spanish dance.
Yeah.
And this is like a lot of like stomping and like, what are those things that go clackety?
Those are castanets. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. So basically, it's like a big ballet, and each section of this is a different character that we want to show everybody. So the opening, which you did really well, and I'm going to just give you a few little hints that will make it even a little bit better. You know, you play, maybe I could take it, us these chords here. Now, what if we started these chords from the string? Do you want to try that? Because then I think if you were conducting an orchestra, what instrument would you have play those first chords? Well, except for the violin.
Other string players?
Well, let's say not a string player. Let's say you're opening this ballet and you want to herald in everybody to come on into the village. How would you do that? With what kind of instrument, probably?
Maybe like a wind or...
Yeah, let's say brass. So let's get even more specific. What brass instrument could that be here?
The trumpet.
Yes. Now, have you ever heard a trumpet player go wah, wah, wah? No. So a trumpet player is going to be going to put the bow on the string to get our really beautiful beginning here. Want to try that? Okay. So we'll go slow motion. We'll start with the bow on the string. Poof. Good. Now, you don't need to work very hard to get this sound, because I'm just going to feel the weight of the bow here and the arm. Maybe I'm going to, just for practice, let's use the whole bow. Good. Can you work even less? And can I see how loosely you're holding the bow? Oh, can you let it go? That's right. Just so loose. Pretend it's like a feather. Because if it's like a feather, then I'm so flexible then. Good, good, good. Okay, and then of course we want to play right in tune. Can we just go poof? Good, and it's good. Now, good. Now, these guys, can they be so loose too? Do you know why these fingers have to be so loose?
So it doesn't like sound like bad.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound out of tune. So if I have really loose fingers here, see, then they'll move. They'll move before I even play them. So just like a feather again. That's going to be here. Good. Poof. Wait, let's play the D sharp and the B and the A fourth. Good. And just easy. Good. Now, here's my next question. How much more effort do we need to play 3 notes than 1?
Not too much.
Yeah, nothing. Very good. It's a trick question because the answer is you don't need any more effort. Easy, poof. Go. Yes, and now vibrate. Good. And next. Good. That's good. And again, poof, just easy. Good. And can we get the B right in tune with that E here? Good. And with the E, that's, whoops. Okay, let's take a little detour. I'm going to show you a trick about these chords that will hopefully eliminate that whistle, because we always get not always, but we try to avoid the whistle on the E string. So what I'm going to do, just for practice, I'm going to play little bow and roll my bow. Can you try that? Little bow and roll. Little and right in tune. I'm going to move the finger. Good, again. That's it. Now we can do that without stopping. There you go. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Okay, so then, a lot of this, we have in this piece these notes that are ornamentations. So ornamentations, what do you think of when you think of ornaments?
They're not not usually what the composer really wrote, but like things to make it sound like more like maybe detailed and maybe more interesting.
Yeah, you have liberty with them. And they can sparkle. Like, what do you put on a Christmas tree?
Ornaments?
Yes. And don't you like the ornaments that sparkle? Yeah, so we can do the same thing here. You see how I can take a little bit more time? You want to just try that? Just good. Now, when we do that, we can also see how I can release the bow, so I get a little bit of a different relaxation of the tone. Good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's very nice. Now, what do we call this here?
A harmonic.
A harmonic. And what does he write for you here?
Reciting.
A recitativo.
Oh.
Can you say that word?
Recitativo.
Right. What's a recitativo?
Reciting or maybe like singing, like talking.
Yes. Oh, you are well trained, girl. Okay. So it's like talking. So I'm going to make a conversation with myself. Do you want to try that? So convince me of your what you want to tell me. And then we can even add words. Good. Now, that was good. What if we go all the way to the frog here, and then, because here's the question, like, how are you? And the answer is what? I'm okay. That's good to know. Good. And let me just give you kind of a fun, expressive things to do. So if I'm here, I can retake.
Also, like,
To do another down bow. So, and fa-da, and good. Now question, and the answer, and down, up, down. Good. And that's the end of our introduction, right? So if you are going to make scenery here, you have this introduction, and what do you see in this scenery here?
like starting from the cantabile,
Mm-hmm.
like it's softer and maybe more a much more beautiful scene than the beginning.
Right, maybe it's spring flowers and just being out in a field of poppies or beautiful red flowers. Good, okay, so this was very good. So then I want to so when we have these intervals like this, I want to, like a song, because he does write cantabile here, so you can show us the distance between these intervals here. Does that make sense?
So maybe I can take a look.
Yes, time is the only thing so far that is free. Okay, so you have as much time as you want. So do you want to go just from here? Let's just go, we'll just start here. Oops. So from here, then, you see, and then I can make a little different color here, because that's my ornamentation, okay? So how about from here, and good. So you want to really sing the note before the shift is the important one. So how about we just go just from here, and what, now less, good, and then 2, 3. Good, that was good, very good. And you can say your bow a little bit more so you have more wiggle room. Want to go just from the C to, yeah, good, and down. Good. Can I make a request? Can you vibrate that open G?
Okay.
Do you know how?
Just vibrate a little.
Well, just vibrate the note above the octave. So vibrate just the octave. Ba-ba. Good. 1. That was very good. No, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3. And then you can sing, yada, Okay, you want to try? So, down. I'll let you think of something. Fa at one, and pa pa, time. That's good. Very good. Okay. Now let's go. Let's go to Spain. Have you ever been to Spain?
No, but I'm going to this summer. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Where in Spain are you going?
I don't know. Maybe might go.
You might go. Okay. You can talk to your mom afterwards. Okay. So on all of this bolero here, these harmonics are so great, but they need space. So what we're going to do is we're going to save the bow. If you use half a bow, it's pretty interesting because then it's so easy for Masha to find you then. It's like when you play Rondo Capriccioso, if you just use half a bow and you save the other half for the harmonic, the pianist is always going to be there. Do you want to try that? So we're going to use half a bow on the, good. Good, that's good. And in this instant, the most important thing is this little what here? A little rest. So that gives us the character. Pa, pa, pa. So don't come too soon. So we're going to sorry. And then in this music, if we can catch the little note, that's going to give us a Spanish flair. Okay, so let's just do the flair first. Oh, good. And just keep the bow at the tip. Good. Now let's go. Yep. Oh. I think you come too soon. Yep. Da, da, da. Wait. Good. Let's wait too long and see what happens. Wait. That was good. Okay. Now you got. Yep. Good. No, so we want this pa, good. Yes. And yep. And yeah. Okay, so take a look at what he writes here. See, again, he gives us the dots. When a composer writes notes with dots, long, short, long, short, long, why do you think a composer does that?
To change it from just sounding like sloppy, maybe.
Yeah, from being boring. So we want to, so long, short, can we do that? Long, short, long, short, long. No, good, so long. Good, you're still a little. We do slow, long, short, long. Ooh, that was great. Then we do it. Good, but with the, and you can keep the bow in the string. Good. And we'll let's go from there. We'll go on. And good. And then here, it's going to be the same, but I'm in the same bow here. Bop, good. Happy, and yeah, pop, pop, good. And go on. Good. I think I would give. What if we change? Want to change the bow? Up. Good. And then we have that again. And then again, the character is in not coming too soon. That's good. Up. Yep. Yep. That's it. No, it's okay. Just not too soon. And we'll go on. Yep. Yep. Good. And yep. Okay, but I want to tell you one thing. You see, when a composer in this time writes a slur, like as he does here, we want to articulate the first note, unless you were to put an accent on the last note. Does that make sense? So you do, but he really wants right, that's it. Good. So from here, ba, good. Two, good. And ba, yep, ba, good, good. Again, I think you can just give yourself a little bit more. Ba, ba, 5, 1. Want to try that? So. Ba, yeah, ba, ba. That was even better. Okay, good. So now, then you have these wonderful ricochets. I think you work way too hard. I think you work too hard. Do you want to just let them go? Good. Now be a little more in the middle of the bow. Good. Ba, ba, good. Now, let me just give you one more little word of advice, because Sunmi's going to cut us off. You have to find the place in the bow that you're going to. Try that. Good, that's pretty good. You have to experiment around. Good, and then just hardly hold the bow. Just feel it's going to drop. Good, and really, you can let it hit the string. Try here. Good. Good, now add the note. Ba, 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 good. Good, you're a little too much here. You'll experiment around. Basically, you're in a case like this, the left hand will guide your tempo here, okay? And then your bow will follow your left hand, but you have to find the place in the bow. I think the next one is ready to come. I want to just tell you one thing. This section here has to be more delicate, so that we have a big contrast to the bolero here. So you have bolero, and then you have a much more delicate contrast there, which you can easily do. And then your staccato is on its way. Here you want to really feel that you're really pushing the string. Okay? Do you have any questions? You're okay. Okay, let's give her a big hand. Thank you. I think I have the item, yeah. And this is
Ingrid
Updegraff. Are you related to David at all?
Probably like really distantly, but he's not like my grandpa.
Okay. Yeah, when I saw the name, I thought, oh, that's a well-known wonderful. I like it. You know, I've taught this piece so many times, and I never thought of starting upbow, but maybe I'm going to have to think about that and see if it worked really well for you. I think that, find my part here, that if we can find, you know, Kabalevsky was at the same time as Prokofiev and Shostakovich, and and Khachaturian. Those were the three heavy-duty Russian composers at this time. And Kabalevsky was kind of a lightweight, and maybe he felt a little self-conscious about writing music that wasn't quite as profound as, let's say, Shostakovich. So I know that he wrote this piece for kids. I think kind of as a happy political statement about the situation in the Soviet Union at the time. So maybe if we give it a little lighter flair, it's because it's not serious, and also because what does C major say to you?
It's like happy.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we can sing up, down, you know, up, down, maybe those notes a little bit lighter. Let's try. Let's just do, you can keep your bowing, but let's do it once without the piano. Up, good. So then, see, even the first note, hear the resonance? That's right. And we articulate, and then just we let the note ring all by itself. We'll go slowly. Good. Maybe even a little shorter. And in tune. That was good. So we'll go then down. Now, when we have consecutive off the string notes, it is really helpful to start the first one on the string. So if I'm on the string, the second one can come from the air. Good. So up. And just, I don't know if you were here when I worked with Scene de Ballet, that when the composer writes a slur like this, most likely he wants the articulation and the emphasis to be on the first note. So I'm not sure if he wants, you see, because yum, da, 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 it's da, da. So, ba, down, up, down, down. Good. And from the string, then from the air. That's right. So down, up. So the from the string note gives us the impetus for the up bow. Good. So down, up, up, up. Good. And next. Good. But so see again. And good, and go. Good, okay, so that's good. I'm just gonna go up, down, so let's do slow. No, you fell into the trap. Listen to what you did, and then you tell me what's wrong.
The second.
Yeah, so we really want, it's just, can you just do da da ba da dee da da? Can you say that?
Da 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 da.
That's it. Ba da up, down. Ba da ba. Okay, so watch. Ba da. Then I would start from the string. Ba. Okay, that's better. You're a little bit resistant to releasing the note there. Good. One, that's good, and go on. Good. You see, then we have up, up, down. So one, then up, down, and up, down, up. Good. And these guys are going to be, they can be a little lighter. Up. Good. Up. Good. And then we have the cadence, right? Bop. Good. That's right. That's how I would think of this. And then you're going to get up, up, down, up, up, down. You're going to get a little bit more life in that character. Okay? So that's, now, when we have a passage like this, can we just do this slowly? Down. Good. Okay. So we're going to play in gestures. So here's our first gesture. Stop. Want to try that? Good. Stop. Next one. Next one. Good. And that was good. But you don't want to be here. You're going to be here, right? Stop. Good. 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 That's right. Now you want to put them together. Pop. Down. Up. Up. Pop. That was good. Don't rush the very end though. Okay, that was better. Do you hear how it clears it up a little bit? Okay, then we have your lyrical sections, which are very good. We never practice pizzes because we hardly ever have pits. So I find with my own students, they'll get it be in some web piece or whatever, and their pizzas are horrible. Yours aren't horrible, by the way. But let's see if we can get them a little bit better. So the pizzas, it's very interesting if you find, just play your B and play the octave higher. And now put your Pitts finger there and put this finger here. Okay, so that will let the string resonate more or less an octave above where you're playing. So just do slowly, see if it sounds better. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. 1, 2, 3, 1. One. That was better. Okay, that's called a trick of the trade. That if you want the pits to speak, you just go an octave above the note. Now, your spiccato here, if you start off the string, it's not going to be as successful if you start from the string. Can we just start? And we're going to accent the few of these notes here. I'll show you. Good, that's good. So, sorry. One. Accent, accent, accent. And then, good, and that was good. And then we can diminuendo. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then crescendo. That's right. And I think here I wouldn't play too long. Just it's a quarter note. Ba. That was good. Now let's do that again. Okay, let me just back up. We want to find the inflection in the line. So it's not just da 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 da. So we'll just find So give it a good lead and. Down, 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 and down. Now crescendo. Ba, ba. That was good. Does that make sense? So that makes it a little bit more musical. Here at number 35, he writes più mosso for you. So you could push the tempo a little faster there. Do you want to try that? Sure. So, ya pa 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 ya up. And accent. Okay, that was a lot better. Can we just find your accents here? And all the accents are on what note here?
The C.
A C, right. Can we we'll go a little bit slower. C. And how are you going to make the accent?
More bow.
I would move the bow a little faster. Okay, so let's do just slowly one. Accent. Good. You know, usually people don't like to play last notes long enough, but I think your last notes sometimes are too long because you want to get out of the way, right? And then from the string, finish.
Should I go?
Yeah, why don't you go from here again? Yeah, down, 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 and down. Now from the string. Good. So you can watch. Can we just do this? Can you just play Cole here? Good. Just really let the bow. That's it. So that's all you have to do. Good, but we'll use a little more bow. Good. You can get close. Okay. You have to decide how you want it to sound. Do you want to use less bow, too much bow, more speed, less speed to get this kind of sound? Oh, that's better. And just feel that you release the forearm. Well, do you like that better?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. How much more time do we have? 5 minutes? Okay, great. Well, let's do, let's go, I want to go to your lyrical section then here. And we're going to see if you can connect the vibrato. So we'll go very slowly. Good. Good. So can we get the we're gonna relay the vibrato from one note to the next. So if I keep my first finger down and I add my two, it will keep the vibrato. Now if I'm just doing individual fingers, then I always have to restart the vibrato. So we'll go slowly, we'll relay. I keep one down till I have the four. My one is down. Good. So keep the one down a little longer because the vibrato really isn't the domain of just one finger at a time. The vibrato, you know, is all in here. So I can really. Good, and then good. Good, okay, that's better. Now, I'm gonna ask you to be we're gonna do something that will sound really horrible, but you'll see the point. We're gonna hardly press the fingers. See, I'm hardly pressing the string. Good, good. So you should see the string is not all pressed down. Right. Good. Oh, that was good. Does that feel different?
Yeah.
How does it feel different?
Just like more smooth.
Yeah. And you don't have to work so hard, right? Okay, so do that once more like that. Sit down. Good. Now do the same thing, but with the least amount of effort with the finger. And it changes your sound also, because our hands are interrelated. If you're squeezing here, your bow squeezes too. Okay, you want to play that passage with the piano then? So Masha knows where it is. You want to pour it? Yeah. Yada, keep that same feeling. Here, you can keep the vibrato to the very end. Keep it. That's it. Now, I'm going to just tell you one last thing. When you have, again, if you can start the first one from the string, the others are going to be even more beautiful. It's like a trampoline. Have you ever been on a trampoline? Yeah. So you know, the deeper you go into the trampoline, the more impetus it gives you to get out, right? So I'm in, and then I have it. And from, good. So, and then you don't have to think. Can you just do this? Good, that's good. Good. Up, 1, 2, 1. Up, 2, 3. Up. Vibrate. Good. And probably I would diminuendo on the up bow if that's possible, because it's the end of the phrase. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Okay. Do you play the whole piece?
Yeah, I'm working on the last movement.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. let me see if I can help you find maybe more of Frenchness in this music. Saint-Saëns was an interesting composer. He lived such a long life, and he was alive, I forgot, 1835 or something. He was born, let's see, before I give you a false thing here. Let's see. He lived 1835. Is that what I said? Oh, that was very good. And he lived until 1821. Can you imagine? He spanned the life of Berlioz through the Rite of Spring, and the guy wrote the same kind of music his whole life. It's very, I guess, refreshing. I always envision him having Sunday dinners out in his home, probably outside of Paris, and enjoying his family and company. He was just happy. But he wrote, for whom he wrote this piece?
I know he wrote it for someone.
For Sarasate.
Yeah.
So Sarasate was the great Spanish violinist of this time. And I call Sarasate the lightweight compared to Joachim, who was alive at the same time, who was the collaborator of Brahms, Schumann, and all the German guys. And they were the heavy guys, right? And Sarasate, he didn't play Bach, or he didn't play Beethoven concerto or Brahms concerto, but he played obviously his own pieces, and he played Lalo, since Lalo wrote for him, and Saint-Saëns wrote for him. So I think if we think of that, we can maybe find more lightness of character, so it's not so Germanic. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see what we can do. So, in your first notes, if we play da 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 with the same amount of pressure, then we're not going to find a lightness. So what if and he gives us little accents on each note. So let's try down, we'll just do slow motion and see how we can put it together. We'll do it a little bit without the piano. Without you, just for a second. No piano. Okay. That's right. So if we just feel our fingers so loose here, and we're just going to use the weight of our arms. That's right. And so you see, I'm going to pull the string. Can you just pull? Good. That was good. See, don't press down. We're just pulling the string across. Good. And you don't even have to stop the bow. So, good. And maybe we could, there are so many ways to do this, but maybe if we could be a little more restless. That was good. 1, 2, 3. Good. That was good. I don't know that you need to press the bow so much. Obviously, and when we do these shifts, we want to enjoy every moment of them. So, what do we want to think about? What's the most important note? The note before or the note to which we're going?
One we're going to.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
So we want to think about the the note before the shift because we always forget about it. But if I can think, that's going to set up my shift. And that will give me a second also to visualize where that next note is coming from. So let's just play down. Ooh, that was good. Good, good. And now we'll go on. So you see, then these notes aren't da da dee da da da, but if you were going to say them, da da dum da da dum da da dum, right? So we're going to add the inflection. This note is further away, right? So should it take the same amount of time to get there? Yes, a lot more. So just take as much time as you need. So just the note before. And good. Go, go. Okay, good. Just before I want to do those chords with you, but he writes this in what meter here? Cut time. So sometimes I think you think of it in 4, but he really, I think you'll find the motion if you think of it in 2, right? Okay, so now let's go these chords here. So can we see how? I'm just going to let them breathe. So we'll go slow motion. Ba, ba, no. So just play and stop. Ba, good. But it's not, the impulse comes at the beginning of the note. Good. And then down. Good. You don't have to work so hard. Good. Keep the bow on the string. Just keep the bow just easy. No, don't take it. Let's try, just try this. See how you like it? Just keep the bow on the string. Ba, ba, ba. Good. And listen to the articulation. No, keep the bow on, down, ba, ba, ba. That's better. You see, then they have a ring to them, and you don't need even so much bow. Want to try that? Ba, 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 ba. Good. Now do it without holding the bow. Good. Just easy, easy, easy. Good. Don't hold the bow any more than that. That's right. Ba, 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 ba. Well, that's better. I think we tend to want to hang on to our bow for dear life. Okay, so then we'll move on. Here, can you, I would start at the tip. You know, I don't know, starting here is limiting. right? So if we start at the tip. Good. Good. Okay. Now, just for example, we have a sequence. So if we want to have the sequence say something, what if we start less, and then make the crescendo? So start a little softer on the chord here.
So from the
Yeah. So a little softer. Pa, pa, pa. Pa, and down. Good. That was good. See, and this is so great because you can just go forever here. And then you can take the finger off. Yeah, harmonics are our best friend because they let us, we can just keep moving the bow, and I can go out for a coffee with my left hand. Yeah, that gives me plenty of time to get there. Yeah, just confident that don't stop your bow. That's better. Good, just easy, easy. Good, that's it. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is fine, and I really appreciated that you didn't rush in those places. In the 16th notes at the end, that was very good. I want to go to your second theme here, because this is where we can be very French. You know, obviously the opening comes with a lot of intensity. So music is about contrast. So this, what would you say about this?
I feel like it's much more pleasant.
Yeah.
It's much more like, I don't want to say happy because it's not like playful enough to be happy, but it's more like
maybe relaxed.
Yeah.
So also we want to keep in mind that Sansa was alive. We figured out during this huge amount of time. And do you know what was happening in the art world at this time? What kind of paintings were coming out of France? Yeah, and you guys here, you have the most incredible impressionist paintings at the Art Institute. Have you been to the Art Institute? Oh, good. Okay, so just think of, like, what do you have a favorite painting? Or favorite painter? Doesn't matter. Tell me what impresses you about the impressionistic paintings? What is it about them?
I like when they include very subtly like bright colors, like especially if
Colors.
Well, yeah.
That's it. That's it. So here we have another color, a color. You know, we can have infinite colors here. So let's see how many we can find. So maybe just we'll get into it. Good. That was good. I'm not sure I would rush too much. Triplet. Good. That's good. Just in here. And more, less. Good. Good. That was very good. Would you like to take a little more time here? share with you a fingering that I love from Joseph Gingold, who was my mentor, because this is French music. Maybe something like that. Then we get the harmonic. Yeah. And this would be the A, the E, and then we release light. And float the bow, and down, and B, and go, and now what if you shift on two? Shift on the two. Yeah, I think it's better, and let me show you how that can be wonderful. We're going to shift on the down bow. So, or if you end up on three, you can shift on the down bow and have plenty of time. Want to try that? So keep your two and shift on the down. Well, so just for fun, let's see if we shift on the down bow. 1, 2, shift. Yeah. You see, you have plenty of time. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we're so lucky on the violin that we can express ourselves between the notes because we have to get there. Your poor mom, she just plays one note here and then she has to figure out how to be expressive because she doesn't have the disadvantage of a fingerboard. Okay, so this is very good. The same thing is going to apply here, right? So what if we do the coda here? Do you want to go from letter F? I don't know if you have the same letter. Yeah, you probably do. Okay, here we go. Good, but I think it will be really helpful to see where he wants his sforzandos here. So do you want to go let's go, how about, why don't we go from here. We'll go maybe a little slower and see if we can move the bow on those sforzandos. 1, da-da-da-da, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you do up bow, which is good. Just can you move the bow? Up, good. Up. 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 That's okay, that's okay. We'll go on. Just up, bow. Up, good. Now, when you have here in the slur, you still want to move the bow. Up. Down. Good. So you're such a good violinist that you don't want to just play the notes because you can do the other things. You can do the icing on the cake, which makes it, of course, a lot more musical. Okay, and how about let's go on. You know, I would separate these bows just as a suggestion. Want to try? 1, 2, pa, pa, up, 2, 3, 4. And then I would know, then these are slurs, yeah. And this is, you know, do this, but you know, just getting there with the slide is so satisfying. So from here, and yeah, so that means that you'll shift on the up bow. And good, and yada-dee, and keep going, yeah.
Okay.
Good, that's good. You know, I think you're, with your bow, you're doing so well that if you let your fingers rest a little bit closer to the ground here instead of holding here, you see, and then not holding the bow, that's right. If we just move them here, just really, can you tap your first finger and the two middles together? Good. That's right, and don't hold your bow. Can you see it? Can you take the bow out of my hand? Just see if you pull it. That's right. So let's see if I can pull your bow. Good. Good. Easy, easy. Just give me your bow. That's right. Just so loose. We just, our fingers are visitors on the bow. Just remember, they're just visiting. The stick can do many more things than we give it credit for. Good. So yeah, pa 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 pa. And accent. Change the chord. Change chord. 2. The one. You know, don't rush these last guys here. I'm going to try just the last one. Okay, wait. It's really helpful to be able to start any place. Just you start on 1 here, right? Good, that's just one make sure you don't double, triple it, double. Double, that's right. And good, you know, and again, you see, you're just playing with the orchestra, right? So just see how the bow pulls the string and then it rings all by itself. Good, start at the frog. Yeah, and you can release the forearm. That's good. Nobody's going to hear that when you play with orchestra, but at least you'll have the satisfaction of the resonance. Do you have any questions?
I know you worked on continuous rubato
Mm-hmm.
in Ingrid's
Yeah.
turn.
You want me to take a look? If we, sure. You know, if you. So just for practice, keep the finger down until you have your new finger. So it's like a relay. And good. So leave 3 down just for practice. And now, good. That was pretty good. So I'm going to keep 3 and keep 1 down. So I keep the 1 vibrating. And good. Good. into a trap that the vibrato likes to stop when we change the bow, but we don't change the note. I don't know why the fingers like to do that, but you see that we want to keep the vibrato. You do this, and then it gets going again. I think I would just keep an awareness that the vibrato continues. Yada. Oh, well, that was fine. Good. Yeah. Yeah, and that was very good. Yeah, that's very beautiful. You want to make sure it's right in tune, though, that, you know, the vibrato is there. We have the note. The vibrato is there just to enhance the note. So we want to make sure that we don't vibrate over the pitch. We always take the pitch and vibrate back from the pitch. Okay?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Bravo. Thank you to everybody. You're so beautifully trained and